Overnight, unfortunately, some weather conditions have worsened, and those weather conditions are likely to worsen during the day. So many communities will experience increasing heavy rainfall, and as we advised yesterday, about 18,000 people have been evacuated, and regrettably we have warnings now for an additional 15,000 people that may need to be evacuated. The extra areas of concern are firstly around the Colo River and the Hawkesbury, but also up in the Northern Rivers area, which was previously not as severe as the mid-north coast. Places like Grafton and others in the Northern Rivers area now of concern. Now, whilst weather conditions may ease up tomorrow, so today we are going to experience heavier rainfall, whilst weather conditions may ease up tomorrow, the strong warning we need to give people is please continue to be patient, because we envisage that even when the rain stops in some of these coastal communities, the rivers will keep rising. There is massive water flows which are impacting catchments and impacting the height of rivers. And so some of you may be wondering, if it's a sunny day, why you can't go back home. It's because conditions are unsafe for that to occur. So we just thank and ask everybody for your patience. Concerningly, there's an additional weather front coming through which will impact inland New South Wales, and Commissioner York will give information there. So inland country communities, thus far not impacted by any rainfall or any floods, will experience very heavy conditions with potential flooding, and Commissioner York will give an update on that situation. Now, the New South Wales Government has set up a number of evacuation centres, but the number of people in those evacuation centres is relatively low, which suggests to us that most people have been able to take our advice in staying with family and friends. And I just want to thank not only the volunteers who've been supporting our SES and supporting our communities, but also friends and family who are taking care of those who've been displaced and who don't know to what extent their home is damaged. Now, in the RFS headquarters, not only are we dealing with the crisis of the flood situation, but already considering the clean-up operation and recovery. And the clean-up, unfortunately, can take weeks to get the initial clean-up done before people are able to start rebuilding or recovering. Obviously, as we said yesterday, the New South Wales Government and the Federal Government have made available those emergency disaster relief payments. So we do thank people, even though you're not staying at the evacuation centres, people are coming in and registering or letting us know they need help, in which case we're able to give them that immediate help, and under obviously other circumstances provide them with the emergency temporary accommodation. So even though you might hear the forecast for tomorrow in some parts of Western Sydney or some parts of the state is no rainfall and sunny, it does not mean the danger is past, quite the contrary. Many river systems are still taking major flows, and many rivers continue to rise. So there could be flooding in communities we haven't anticipated, and that's why please listen to the advice and listen to the alerts. And secondly, Commissioner York will also read out some country locations where the weather front is coming through today, which will cause moderate to heavy rainfall and potential flooding. Today also we are watching, in addition to the northern rivers, in addition to the mid-north coast, and obviously the Hawkesbury, Nepean and Western Sydney catchment areas where there's further evacuation alerts. The south coast of New South Wales is also an area of concern with heavy rainfall expected today. And we will be watching that as well. But my strongest message to everybody is please just listen to the advice. If you have been asked to be on alert for evacuation, please get together your precious belongings, make sure you are safe, and make sure you're ready to leave at very short notice. And that's really, really important. And I'm just grateful to all the workers, all the volunteers, all our frontline people who have saved lives and really made sure that everybody has been able to have somewhere safe to go. But please note that some weather conditions, rainfall on the coast will be quite severe today. And even if conditions ease tomorrow with the rain, the flood situation can actually worsen. And we also will be putting on alert many inland communities, which Commissioner York will speak about, who are experiencing a separate weather front, separate to the one experienced on the coast, which will come through country New South Wales and potentially impact many regional communities.